Everyone wants wealth, money, and prosperity, but few achieve it. Let's talk about your relationship with money. Have you ever wondered why some people become rich while others struggle with debts? Schools teach things we never use in life, but never teach about money. If schools taught about money, you might already be rich, but I will teach you what you've never learned about money in this short video. Get ready to discover the secrets of how money works beyond saving and investing. Let's explore personal finance, entrepreneurship, and more. Are you ready to change the way you think about money? Money is often thought of as bad, but it's really people who are good or bad with money. Money just amplifies their options. For example, I can use money to do bad things or to help others. We need to rethink our beliefs about the rich being dishonest and cheats. Most rich people are hardworking and trustworthy, which is why people trust them. Would you trust doing business with dishonest people? Some rich people are dishonest, but most are not. The media focuses on the dishonest ones, which can make it seem like all rich people are dishonest. But that's not true. I want to be an honest rich person. I've met both honest and dishonest rich and poor people. It's time to reassess our beliefs about wealth, my friend. If we constantly despise the rich, how can we ever become one of them? It's important to shift our perspective and realize that all the riches in this world belong to the Creator. As the Bible states, "The silver and gold are mine. God owns it all." So, does being rich mean you won't go to heaven? Absolutely not. Our loving and merciful God desires for His children to prosper and have an abundant life. We need to reform our thoughts and understand that God is a generous God who wants us to thrive. Let's not limit ourselves with negative beliefs about wealth. Instead, let's embrace the idea that we can use our resources to make a positive impact on the world. With a shift in mindset, we can achieve great things and live a life of abundance and fulfillment. Have you ever heard the myth that all rich people are dishonest, or the one that claims the wealthy won't enter heaven? Let me tell you, those are just myths. Being rich doesn't automatically make you corrupt, and it certainly doesn't determine your fate in the afterlife. But let's talk about something more important than those myths. Have you ever thought about how your financial blessings can benefit others? It's easy to get caught up in our own needs and wants, but what if God has bigger plans for our finances? What if He wants us to use our abundance to help those who are less fortunate? Think about it. If God wants you to feed a homeless person or financially bless a missionary on the other side of the world, what will you do? Will you only focus on your own needs, or will you ask God to bless you abundantly so that you can bless others too? Let's not fall into the trap of individualistic thinking. Instead, let's invite God into our financial lives and ask Him to guide us in using our resources to help others. We can live well and still make a difference in the world. So let's dispel those myths and focus on what really matters. Let's pray for financial blessings, not just for ourselves, but for others too. Let's be generous and use our abundance to make a positive impact on the world. If you're following along, let's delve a little deeper into an important topic: money. Here's a valuable lesson to keep in mind. Money doesn't take kindly to disrespect. It's an amazing servant, but a terrible master. The key is to master it before it controls you. You need to intentionally regulate everything related to your income and expenses. It's essential to know exactly how much you owe each month in fixed bills and try to minimize any unnecessary costs. Now let's talk about credit cards. They can be a nightmare for many households because people tend to view their credit card balance as an extension of their salary. But that's not the case, my friends. You need to understand that if you spend all your credit card balance and your expenses surpass your monthly salary, you're doing yourself a disservice. This can lead to a significant financial loss, and it's not worth it. So, be mindful of your spending habits and always keep a close eye on your finances. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you needed to buy groceries for the month, but ended up making impulsive purchases on a new phone, a new TV, or new clothes instead? It's a common trap that many people fall into, and it can lead to serious debt problems down the line. If you want to build wealth, it's important to break the habit of reckless spending and start making smarter financial decisions. Of course, not everyone is a natural saver. Some people are just wired to be consumers, always looking for the next thing to buy. But if you want to change your financial future, you need to take control of your spending habits and start making more intentional choices. One big mistake that many Americans make is relying too heavily on credit cards as a quick fix. While it's true that credit can be a useful tool in certain situations, it's important to use it wisely and not fall into the trap of thinking that it's a magic solution for all your problems. To understand where you stand financially, it's helpful to think about your life in terms of 4 different levels. By identifying which level you're currently at, you can start to make a plan for how to move up to the next level and achieve your financial goals. It's a common scenario that many people face. They receive their monthly salary and try to do the math, only to realize that they've spent more than they've earned. The numbers just don't add up. They've earned $2,000 but spent $2,500. It's a situation that can keep one up at night, and it's truly heartbreaking to see how it can tear families apart. I've witnessed countless cases where relationships ended not because of a lack of love, but due to endless arguments and stress caused by financial difficulties. It's time we start taking our finances seriously and make sure we're living within our means. When it comes to personal finance, there are various levels of financial stability that one can achieve. Let's explore them together. Firstly, we have the financial level where one is barely making ends meet. This person is just about managing to pay off their debts with their salary, but there's no extra money left over for any kind of indulgence. This is not a sustainable way to live, and it's important to work towards a better financial state as soon as possible. The second level is where one manages to pay off all their debts and bills, but there's still no money left for any kind of discretionary spending. While this is a step up from the first level, it's still not an ideal situation to be in, as the person is merely surviving, not living. The third level is slightly better, where one manages to save some money in addition to paying off their debts and bills. However, the problem here is that the money saved is not being put to good use. It's either being frittered away on needless things or left in a savings account, where it's losing value due to inflation. Finally, we come to the fourth and most desirable financial level. This is where one manages to pay off all their debts and bills, saves a substantial amount of money, and uses the surplus to multiply their wealth. This is the level we should all strive for, as it provides financial security and opens up opportunities for future investments and growth. In conclusion, no matter what level of financial stability you currently find yourself in, it's always possible to improve your situation. With a little bit of planning, budgeting, and smart financial decisions, you can work your way up the ladder and achieve the level of financial security that you desire. To become a successful entrepreneur, you must first know how to manage your finances. Level up your financial game and start investing wisely. Begin by ensuring that you have enough money left over after your expenses. Once you have a surplus, make it work for you by investing in stocks that have potential for growth. You could also consider investing in real estate funds, which offer higher profits but come with more risks. If you prefer something less risky, opt for investing in treasury bonds. Remember, a good investment should have 3 key features: safety, profitability, and liquidity. Curious to learn more? Head to YouTube and search for tips on how to invest your money wisely. Don't wait any longer to take control of your financial future. Money has 5 levels. These are not the same as financial levels we discussed earlier. Let's talk about these 5 levels of money. Subscribe to the channel to not miss future videos. If you're still watching, it's because this video makes sense to you. It will make even more sense if you subscribe. Consider these 5 levels when it comes to money. The first step towards financial stability is earning money. It's an absolute must. You cannot skip this step, so go ahead and find a way to earn some cash. Once you've got that initial income stream going, the next important step is investing. Even if you only have a little bit of money to spare, it's worth setting some of it aside for investing. If you do it right, investing can help your money grow over time. Now, onto the third level of money, saving. Whenever you're thinking of making a purchase, Take a moment to ask yourself if you really need that item. More often than not, you'll realize that you don't. And that's when you can start saving some money. Of course, I'm not suggesting that you become stingy and deprive yourself of things you enjoy. You deserve to treat yourself every now and then, like indulging in a delicious pizza. The key is to strike a balance between spending and saving so that you can enjoy your life while also securing your financial future. Money is an important part of our lives, and it's important to know how to manage it effectively. There are different levels of money management, and understanding them can help you make the most of your finances. The first level is living within your means. This means spending only what you can afford and not getting into debt. It might seem obvious, but many people struggle with this. To live within your means, you need to be aware of your income and expenses and make sure you don't spend more than you earn. The second level is saving money. This means setting aside some of your income for a rainy day. It's important to have a savings account that you can dip into in case of emergencies. This can help you avoid getting into debt when unexpected expenses arise. The third level is being mindful of your expenses. This means being aware of where your money is going and cutting back on unnecessary expenses. For example, do you really need that expensive coffee every morning? This can be an unnecessary expense, especially if you're on a tight budget. The fourth level is personal tithing, which involves setting aside part of your income for a higher purpose. This can be seen as a form of gratitude and can attract more money into your life. By leaving money in an account, you can attract more money to yourself. You might be thinking that you don't earn enough to save or tithe, but even if you earn very little, setting aside 10% of your income is doable. There are people around the world who live on much less than you do, and they manage to live well. By being mindful of your expenses, saving money, and practicing personal tithing, you can make the most of your finances and live a more abundant life. The fifth level is all about spending. This is where you finally get to pay off your debts and indulge in things you love. However, it's worth noting that most people fail to make their money go through all 5 levels. They only focus on earning and spending, which won't get them very far. If you want to make the most of your money, it's essential to let it pass through each level. This way, you can truly maximize your financial potential. So are you ready to take your money to the next level? Let's talk about how we receive our hard-earned money. Do you collect a salary or do you make a profit? While most people opt for the former, it's worth noting that a profit is ultimately more fulfilling than a salary. By accepting a job that only offers a salary, you're essentially putting a cap on your earning potential and limiting your options. A salary is payment for the hours you work, and as we all know, time is finite. Once your work hours come to an end, so do your opportunities to earn more money. On the other hand, earning a profit through a business venture allows for endless possibilities. You're not limited by the number of hours you can work in a day. For instance, when you sell a product or service, you make a profit, and the potential for growth is limitless. You can keep expanding your business, and there's no cap on how much money you can make. Now, some people may say that they don't enjoy selling, but the truth is that selling is a part of life. We're all selling something, whether it's our time as an employee or a product as a business owner. If someone is willing to pay for your time, it's because they see the value in your service. But think about it. What if you use that time to work on something that you're passionate about? That's where sales come in. It's the backbone of any successful business. In conclusion, earning a profit is more fulfilling than collecting a salary. A salary may offer stability, but it ultimately limits your earning potential. By starting a business and making a profit, the sky's the limit. Don't be afraid of sales. Embrace it and watch your business thrive. Time is the most precious commodity that we have as human beings. Once it's gone forever. Unfortunately, many of us spend our entire lives toiling away at a job for a mediocre salary. We give up our own dreams and aspirations to work for someone else. But why settle for that when you could be working towards something that's truly yours? If you don't put in the effort to achieve your own goals, someone else will gladly hire you to achieve theirs. And while you may receive a paycheck, they'll be the ones reaping all the rewards. Don't let that happen to you. Take charge of your life and work towards something that truly matters to you. After all, your time is too valuable to waste on anything less. To attract wealth, learn to give and receive. Some people are great givers but struggle to receive, while others are great receivers but not good at giving. It's important to learn to do both, like a complete wheel that can turn properly. Giving is like pruning a tree. It can multiply and produce more fruits. There are two kinds of giving: being charitable to those in need and being generous to friends. You may be training your brain incorrectly. Your unconscious mind is being programmed to think that you need to be in need in order to receive. When you give to those who don't need it, you're sending the message to your subconscious that you receive even when you don't need it. You've learned how to give, but now you need to learn how to receive. Accept offers from others, as it releases dopamine in their brain and they will be happy. If you don't accept an offer, you're preventing someone from experiencing happiness. To increase wealth in your life, focus on both giving and receiving. The world is constantly changing, so what will you work on today? People used to work in crop fields because it was the only option. Those who owned property and had servants were in charge. Then the Industrial Revolution happened, causing people to move from rural areas to cities to work in factories. The wealthy ruled during this time. Now we're in the digital revolution. In 1996, Bill Gates predicted that companies would either do business online or go out of business. This prediction has come true. Think about how many online purchases you've made recently with your credit card. In the past, landowners had power in rural areas, while those with money ruled during the Industrial Revolution. Today, those with information have the upper hand in the digital age. Information is now more valuable than gold. Unlike previous eras, the digital age doesn't require special skills or diplomas. Anyone with a phone can enter the digital world as a consumer or producer. Creating digital content can be a lucrative career path. Digital content creators, such as teachers and doctors, can earn more money than their traditional counterparts. There's a lot of opportunity for those who want to enter the digital world. Many people believe that without a good education or a prestigious job title, making money is impossible. They think that only doctors and lawyers have the potential to earn a significant income. However, this notion is outdated. Nowadays, it's not just about your education or job title. It's about the value you can offer to others. Take the example of manufacturing nails. You might think it's a simple and unexciting job, but in reality, you can earn more than many doctors by selling your nails to various stores that sell building materials. You can even sell your goods online, which means you can earn money even while you're sleeping. Unlike doctors, who can only attend to one patient at a time, you can serve multiple customers simultaneously through online stores. If manufacturing nails isn't your thing, let's consider the case of a digital influencer. These individuals can earn more in a month than what most doctors make in their entire career. How is this possible? It's because they have built a massive following on social media and brands are willing to pay them for promoting their products to their audience. In conclusion, making money is no longer limited to a select few professions or educational backgrounds. It's about finding your niche, offering value to others, and leveraging technology to reach a wider audience. So, don't let the lack of a college degree or a prestigious job title hold you back from achieving financial success. Imagine being hired by a popular brand to promote their products in a live stream for an hour. Sounds exciting, right? Well, during the stream, only 1% of my followers decided to purchase the product, which was a bag on sale that originally cost $3,000. However, with the discount coupon I provided during the live stream, my followers were able to purchase the bag for only $900. Despite the low percentage of buyers, 30,000 people still went ahead and bought the bag. And with each person spending just $900, the company made a whopping $27 million in just 60 minutes. Now, here's the question. Do you think it's fair for me to receive at least $1 million from the company as compensation? After all, I did help generate such an impressive amount of revenue for them. In this day and age, your reach is not limited by geographic boundaries. The world is your playground, and people will pay you according to the value you bring to the table. If you can add value to a few people at a time, your earnings will be limited. However, if you can impact the lives of thousands or even millions of people, your earning potential is limitless. This is the new game, and instead of lamenting about it, it's time to learn how to play and win big. The good news is that there's room for everyone. Just look at the success of companies like Amazon, Facebook, and YouTube. They're earning billions every month because they're impacting the lives of billions of people. Of course, not everyone can create the next Amazon, but you can become a digital content creator and reach millions of people through your content. So don't be afraid to take your shot and make a difference in the world. Hey there, I've got a lot more to share with you, but I don't want to bore you with a super long video. So how about we make a deal? If you want me to make a part 2, just comment below with something like, "I love this video, give us more." And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with your friends and family. After all, good things are meant to be shared, right? But wait, before you go, I've got a special treat for you. I've put together a brand new video that's packed with valuable information that'll help you out in your financial life. Trust me, this video on your screen is a game changer. So, what are you waiting for? Click on the video now, and let's get started.